I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of it. You know, welcome back to the Mark's Dell'Olio YouTube channel, the only YouTube channel on YouTube with more Hawaiian shirts than hoodies. As you can see, Daddy's getting a little bit into his juice tonight. Reason being, I need to talk about memes in this, and I already hate myself for saying that in front of a camera. Just the word memes in front of a camera. I hate saying that word more than anything on this planet. Line up any of the controversial issues in the entire world, and I will still hate them 10 times less than saying the word memes in public. And I feel like this is a public and open forum, right? Let's go down forum. Y'all remember Ray William Johnson? Y'all remember Ray William Johnson? Oh, I forgot about Ray William until right then for some reason. What's happening, forum? That's what he used to say, forum. Forum.
What's happening, forum?
Memes, right? They suck. You know, I love them. When I was a kid, I used to share around the Rage comics quite a bit. I mean, they were fantastic. However, history is just repeating itself with the Doomer and the Boomer and all of that. All of those are that's just the next step of Le Troll Face and Forever Alone, right? That's not what this video is about, right? Let me get 24/7 lo-fi hip-hop radio beats to study, chill, relax to. Memes! Memes! Holy guacamole. Memes are short-form content. Would you not agree? I would say so. I would say that most memes, especially within the past 2 or 3 years, you know, are relatively like a sentence at most, right? And then when you get into the really abstract, which my brain is so saturated with now, that there's a page I follow on Facebook called Memes Without Bottom Text, and it's just, as the name suggests, it is just the top line of text for like most popular memes, or just memes that are springing up. I don't know if the creator of this page just goes out and finds them and just hacks them in half like a modern day lumberjack, you know, on the redwoods in California, but instead of redwoods in California, they're memes. They never fail to get me. I don't even know the source material for most of them. I don't. And still, they completely slay me. And I don't know, I think it's just because it's so asinine, it's so abstract, it's so ridiculous that it just connects with a part of my brain that craves that sort of content in a world where it's all long-form media, YouTube videos about people ranting about memes inside of their tiny apartment that they're paying too much for, bad news, quarantines, whatever. And all that is really upsetting and it's really sad, and I find myself escaping into memes quite frequently. So I join a lot of groups, okay? I'm a boomer, okay? Let's get that out of the way real quick. I still use Facebook. Unironically, some of the best memes I have ever encountered, and I have searched deep for memes, have been on Facebook. I absolutely love Facebook memes. I'm not talking about the ones that your aunts share, you know, with minions on it, portraying some vague threat against another human being's wellness. I'm talking about the memes within private groups. There's a function on Facebook, if you didn't know, that you can create a private group and you have to like literally petition the admins. I feel so stupid. This could be a video all in and of itself. I feel so stupid petitioning to enter these groups. You know? You gotta be like, how did you hear about us? You know, answer this if you're not a robot, yada 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 yada. And like the robot one, I totally understand. It's like, check this box if you're not a robot, just say the word yes if you're not a robot, right? And I completely understand that because there are a lot of other groups I go into that are not private that are just overrun with predominantly East Indian accounts spam botting the most ludicrous stuff. Just full-blown nudity on Facebook. And it's like, bruh. Anyways, this is not about public groups. This is about more or less private groups. I have noticed an alarming amount of private groups that I'm in that have been in the past years, because I've been involved with most of these groups for almost half a decade. I've been involved with most of these groups for like 5+ years. So I feel like a veteran in the content that is usually in that echo chamber. And yeah, it's an echo chamber. I totally admit that. It's a complete echo chamber. But you join that group for that content. And yeah, content will evolve over the years. There's a firearms group I'm involved with that I'm not allowed to talk about. Balls to the wall insane 100% of the time. But it's constantly evolving. But it's evolving along its own family tree. Like what we're talking about here is a cetacean evolving into another cetacean. We are not talking about a cetacean evolving into some sort of snake. Their line of evolution, you can clearly track, and if you go back through, well, you can't go back through the group's history because this is the fourth group I think we've had to create because they've died every single time. They've been zucked. Do not disrespect Zuckerberg on his own website. In the case of, I'm just gonna say it because I'm publicly involved in a couple of these groups. There's a Frasier posting group, and then there's a Lord of the Rings posting group. This all seems very, very, very petty, and I understand that. It seems like it doesn't matter, and in the long run, it doesn't. Scratch that. I understand it doesn't matter to any of you. It matters to me. I've joined these groups. Now, the Lord of the Rings group I'm fairly new to, so I can't track, the exact progression of what led up to this point. But the Frasier group, I've been in for a very long time. This is coming from a lurker. I barely ever post memes, right? And I guess, however many minutes I am to the video, we're getting into my main point of the video, which is memes are short form content. Memes are not paragraphs on images. And I don't care, you're in a Frasier posting group. I understand that it's going to be hard to draw out kind of memes from Frasier, a 1990 something, I'm pretty sure, sitcom, and bring them into 2020 relevance. I completely understand that. That is 100% fine. And I think the fact that we even have a group that is as active as it is means that that Frasier did something right. The creators of Frasier did something very right with the writing. But I don't care if it's a quote from the show. Why are you putting a paragraph on an image? Do you know what I mean? I posted some stupid stuff. This is about a very particular image because I engaged with it like an idiot. I don't know if it was bait or not. I'm pretty sure it wasn't because the originator of the post actually replied to me a few times with like paragraphs of content, and I was more or less just posting memes back, which almost got me banned from the group because you're in a Frasier posting group. Realize how insignificant that is. I guess that's my main thing. Memes are an art form. I don't care how absurd it is. I don't care how stupid it might seem. If it's a funny yellow dog, almost anything that you put on there, in my opinion, can be considered a form of art. You can interpret that a million separate different ways, unless it is blatantly one thing, right? Stop getting up on a soapbox with images from a 30-year-old show and posting walls of text to accompany it. Stop getting up on your soapbox about a simple, literal rage comic of 2020 and posting walls of text. If I wanted to read, I'd pick up a book. I am not looking at memes to read. And I don't think the majority of people that look at memes or have 3,000 plus saved on their phone are going to memes to read a long-form political statement. If it is political at all, it is short form. It is short and it is sweet and to the point. I have seen right memes, even far right, almost authoritarian and Nazi memes, and I have seen almost communist memes be some of the funniest content I have ever come across. Both of these. Strictly because it's like 10 words altogether, and it's a total straw man. And we understand that. What is with... oh my gosh. This younger generation, I sound like a boomer. I already told you I was a boomer because I use Facebook. This younger generation gets their panties in a twist and takes bait so easily. Oh my word. I have seen more Gen Zs than millennials be offended and take bait. Look, if you want to really bait out some individuals, go into modern day, and I mean like modern day as in created within the past 2 or 3 years, posting groups, private groups, and just post something vaguely political. You will get 500 comments minimum as to why you're wrong and why they're right. It is so easy to bait people out these days. Someone can say something that they vaguely disagree with. Comment shut off. Banned from the group. A moderator has turned off your ability to comment or post for 30 days. This is a page about posting memes about DreamWorks. I'm an idiot. I spend way too much time on the internet, even outside of a quarantine situation. I understand that. This is, it's important to me. The state of internet culture, the state of just satire, joking, overall. The weirdest part is that there are people that I vehemently disagree with on YouTube that I will watch until I die. One of those people being Curtis Connor. There's a lot of stuff that he said in his videos that I am so against, it's not even funny. Like his stance on firearms, and there's a few other things that I could list, but I don't want to make this a flame war or whatever if people find this. I disagree wholeheartedly with that. But the dude's funny, and he presents those things in a funny manner. I'm able to laugh at myself with the jokes that he's bringing up. There are a couple other YouTubers I watch. Take someone like Chris Raygun, who is on the opposite side of the coin as I am, Totally opposite. But our senses of humor are like right on course with one another, right? I got nothing wrong with that guy. He said a lot of things. A lot of his skits have been very much so out of my taste. But you know what I'm able to do? Not take the bait. There was a point to this video. It's about making a point. Most memes are about making a point, and I understand that. I understand that most memes are driven by some political, religious, ethical, or moral standing, Totally get it. And listen, that's completely fine. If you are making short-form commentary on today's climate, regardless of what that's about, keep going for it. But stop trying to masquerade your soapbox stand-in State of the Union address as some meme. If you do that, you are worse than me, who has just posted a however long video this is about memes in 2020. And you can't talk to these people and tell them that what they're doing is stupid, So I normally just end up saying some stupid crap like post physique or like some vaguely political thing in the comments section because I don't know how to combat this, or just sending some Doge image of Snap. Yep, that's going to my cringe compilation. You know what I mean? It's so pointless. It's so stupid. Stop trying to hijack an art form that has been around for longer than you've been cognizant of anything outside of AOL Instant Messenger, and just do your own thing. Get out of, or figure out how to actually meme. Figure that out. Figure out how to phrase a joke online as opposed to some boomer tier post. You know what you remind me of? If you're posting some meme image and you got a wall of text, you remind me of those boomers, of those losers, of those absolute troglodytes, those complete single cell organisms, those smooth brains who are posting minion images, unironically, with this massive wall of text. Like I said at the beginning of this video, vaguely threatening someone's life or livelihood. That's the quality that you're on, You could think that you're so clever. Here's the thing. Those people that make those minion images and those, Looney Tunes images, they think they're clever, too. Neither one of you are clever. We're all onto you, and you suck. I got really fired up. I went to go take a leak, and I had time to think about what I was processing. I am so fired up now, but I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, if you get tired, please pull over, give me a call. I really do care about you. If I'm passed out because I've eaten too much or whatever, just get a hotel, you know, sleep on the side of the road. Remember to keep that thing on you and always take the stairs. Have a good night or day or whatever time of the day it is you're watching this. We'll see you in the next one.